Stop wasting material on laser files that looked perfect on screen. The first cut reveals open paths, doubled lines, floating islands, tiny bridges, and details your machine turns into smoke. A laser cut file generator should help you begin with clean editable vector geometry, not a pretty picture that still needs an hour of repair. Here is the cut-ready SVG workflow. Most image generators understand appearance, not fabrication. They add shading, overlapping strokes, disconnected decorations, and impossible negative spaces. A laser cutter follows paths literally. Every duplicate becomes another pass. Every open contour becomes an unfinished cut, and every unsupported island simply falls out. SVG Genie turns a plain English project brief into editable vector artwork. Describe the object, material, dimensions, style, minimum feature size, bridge rules, and which lines should cut, score, or engrave. You get real SVG source that can be inspected, simplified, and prepared for your machine. Data for SEO surfaced laser cut file generator with very low paid competition. The YouTube results are dominated by 6 to 22-minute Illustrator and Inkscape setup tutorials. The missing promise is faster concept generation with editable geometry designed around fabrication constraints, followed by a deliberate machine check before material is loaded. This workflow works for layered signs, ornaments, earrings, coasters, boxes, stencils, wall art, cake toppers, keychains, lamp panels, packaging inserts, and personalized gifts. Wood, acrylic, card, leather, and fabric behave differently, but every project benefits from connected shapes and intentional toolpaths. Start with the finished object. For example, create a circular woodland nightlight panel 180 mm wide, cut from 3 mm birch plywood. Show a fox beneath pine trees and a crescent moon, with a sturdy outer ring and enough negative space for light to pass through. Now take the fabrication rules: single close-cut contours, no doubled strokes, no fills pretending to be cuts, bridges at least 3 mm wide, no isolated interior. Islands, smooth curves, limited nodes, separate engraving details, and clean editable SVG grouped by cut, score, and engrave operations. A few seconds later, you have several vector directions instead of a flattened reference image. The fox, trees, moon, border, and engraved details remain editable. You can widen a bridge, remove a fragile branch, simplify nodes, change the diameter, or split the artwork into stacked layers. Compare the deliverables. A PNG tells you what the object might look like. An SVG tells the machine where to move. Pixels hide overlaps and gaps. Vector paths expose them. Keep the editable SVG as the source, then export only the format your laser software expects. Use this prompt formula. Name the object, material, thickness, finished dimensions, visual subject, and layer count. Define minimum bridge width, minimum gap, kerf allowance, cut versus engrave logic, and forbidden features. Finish with closed paths, no duplicate lines, no floating islands, and clean editable SVG. Before cutting, inspect the geometry in outline mode. Join open endpoints, remove duplicate paths, convert strokes when your software requires it, unite overlapping shapes, and verify that every interior piece is supported. Reduce unnecessary nodes because rough curves create extra machine movement and scorched edges. Hunt for kerf, the narrow strip of material the beam removes. Its real width changes with the machine, lens, focus, power, speed, air assist, and material batch. Run a small kerf test, measure it, and compensate mating pots. Guessing is how press-fit boxes become loose puzzles or impossible assemblies. Never send a full sheet first. Cut a small section containing the thinnest bridge, tightest corner, smallest engraved detail, and one fitted joint. Confirm scale, focus, origin, operation order, power, speed, ventilation, and fire safety. Stay with the machine. A laser cutter is not an unattended printer. Once one design works, turn it into a product family. Keep the tested bridge widths, layer alignment, hanging holes, borders, and operation colors consistent. Then vary names, scenes, sizes, and materials. One dependable construction system makes personalization fast without repeating the same fabrication mistakes. Because the result is SVG, you can refine paths in Illustrator, Inkscape, Figma, or your laser software, separate operations by layer, and scale without pixelation. The generator accelerates concept and geometry work. Your material test and machine profile make the file truly production ready. The payoff is not merely drawing faster. It is reaching a testable vector master before you consume a full sheet. Clean editable geometry replaces manual tracing, duplicated paths, fragile islands, repeated redraws, and costly failures caused by artwork that was designed only to look good on a screen. You can try SVG Genie free with no credit card required. And after that, credit packs start at $9 with no subscription to cancel. If one editable master saves a sheet of material or an hour of node cleanup, the value is immediate. So stop sending pretty pictures straight to the laser. Go to svgenie.com, describe the object, material, dimensions, and fabrication rules, generate a clean editable SVG, inspect every path, run a small material test, and keep one. Proven Vector Master for every size, layer, personalization, and future cut.